think I've got all the bits that I'm going to want to use to decorate. I'll talk you through that in a moment. There's actually a lot more to the collection, so I've pulled out everything just to show you, but I'll go through the simple scoring first of all. So you can make this any size card that you want. Mine's going to be 8x8, so this is a piece of 8x8, and I've just scored right down through the middle at 4 inches. If you want to do yours at 6, 5x7, just cut your cardstock to whatever size card size you like and score it down through the middle. Then for the acetate piece, it will be the same size. You're just adding 1 inch to one of the sides. So this is a piece of 9x8, and along that longer side, so say you want a 5x7 card, you'll have a piece of 6x7 acetate, and along that 6-inch side, you'll score at 1/2 inch, rotate and score at 1/2 inch again. If it's 6x6, you'll have a piece of 6x7. Along the 7-inch side, you'll score at 1/2 inch, rotate 1/2 inch again. So this is 8x9, and I've scored at 1/2 inch, just rotate and then 1/2 inch again. Fold and burnish your acetate. This is construction weight, so it's about 240 sorry, not GSM, micron. I'll give that a wipe in a minute. Here, it's nice and heavy, and just fold that one in half. Going to be decorating the envelope as well, because there's some nice washi strips which I haven't used. This is the one that I've used today. So what I've done is I've taken these 3 stamped images, and then I've just given them a very, very thin little border there. The sizes, you can have whatever you want. Once you see how I'm putting it together, if you want yours all the same, then that's fine. This one is, say, 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. This one is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and this one is 2 1/2 by 3 3/8. I do 3 1/2. That's just a rough, like I said, it doesn't really matter. I've used the die here, beautiful, and I've just die cut it 3 times, a couple of times in the red, and then the gold on the top. So with this piece of card, I've taken 2 of the foiled prints here, but I wasn't sure which one to use. So the idea is, do I have this as a backdrop or this one? Because I think they both look nice. And then these are some of the strips that you get, and I thought I could add these strips on the edge. Now, is that a bit too busy? Or I know none of you can, you'll be shouting at the screen. I know I'm going to choose one that, look, you know, that you probably didn't want me to choose. It does, I feel it pops a bit more maybe against that. And then you imagine the beautiful is going to be like across all these sentences. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this one. That was 4, so do 3 3/4 by 7 3/4, and you want 2 pieces. So in true Sam style, I cut it wrong. And you only get 1 each of the foiled pieces. Oh my goodness. So we will go back to this one. Although I did just see this one as well. That could look quite cool. Let's just try. It's not foiled, but I'm just going to have those like that actually, because you've got the space. Oh, I think I kind of like that one now. So I'm going to go for this one. Remember to cut at 7 3/4, not 6 3/4. Oh dear. So that's all stuck down. Then I'm going to add this little piece inside so I can have these pieces popping, and then I'm going to have the acetate around the top, because that is optional. You might not want to add it. So this is a piece of 4x1. The 1 inch width you can change if you've got something bigger, but I think this is going to be fine for what I need. You want to score along that long side at 1/2 inch, 1 1/2, 2 1/2, and 3 1/2. You want to fold them so they're all mountain folds, and 2 1/2-inch tabs are going to fold right under. And you're going to sit this, that middle 1 inch square, you want that to sit equally across that middle score line. And I want this to be in the middle of the card as well. So I'm just going to use the quick grab glue, just run that down those 2 tabs. Like so, just roughly in the middle. Once you start sticking your design on, you can make sure that's centered, but you want to make sure that this is pretty centered as well. Just give that a minute to dry. Okay, so now when you bring this up, this piece will pop up, and that's what's going to help this pop out, because I'm going to have this kind of suspended. So I want this one in the middle because it's got the white space here and here where I can have the other two images kind of overlapping. You're only going to stick them or anything onto the middle square. Keep the sides because that you need that to, you know, bring it all up. So that is my arrangement. That's everything stuck down. And now when I open this up, you see it all pushes it up inside. I think it looks gorgeous. So there is your finished card. If you don't want to add the acetate, it's a really lovely card. That's it. That is the front of the card as well. You've got all your space on the back there to write your message and just pop that in your envelope. But I want to just encapsulate the whole thing in this acetate. And those strips will cover this acetate. You can stick it behind if you want, but as you bring that out, can you see now you get that dome with the acetate, which I think looks really nice. Now I'm going to have to trim that down. So good job I just checked this, because clearly my measuring is so out at the moment. Because so I'm adding my red tape on the back of that tab there, because it's going to stick down like so. So I've taken the backing off. I'm going to start from the bottom, and you're just lining up the fold of the acetate with the edge of the card. So, and then you want to fold everything down flat, because that way you know it's going to go in the envelope, and stick down the other end, like so. I'm going to wipe all that down in a minute, but now you've just got that really unusual love. I'm just really back into using acetate at the moment. I'm putting it on quite a few of my cards. And then with these two, I'm just going to add some red tape, because I'm sticking it back on that acetate, and I'm just going to slide these under each side. I mean, to be fair, you can't really notice the acetate stuck there anyway, but I think this will just add a nice extra bit of detail. And there you go. How gorgeous is that? I'm just going to get some tissue and just spray the acetate, because I've got a few bits on it, but hoping it's picking it up and it's not getting too much glare on the camera. So this is my 8x8 envelope, and I'm going to decorate it with, some of these washi. So I think I'm going to pick out some nice stamps from my stamp books. I'm going to run, I think I'm going to do the green one of the strip running down the side. I do that on quite a few of my envelopes. I think it looks quite nice, and because this is an 8-inch washi, it's going to run perfectly down the side there, like so. And then yeah, I'm going to put some stamps there, have the butterfly around those, and then we've got to have that flamingo down the bottom. Let's take that one off. I do like that one. I'll do each animal that I've used in the card on the front of the envelope. We've got flamingo there. I'll have the butterfly somewhere up there once I've added the other stamps, and then this one, the hummingbird, I'm going to have on the back, and I'm going to have the wax seal just below. There's my envelope. I found a lovely kingfisher stamp. I've got a nice one there from the Netherlands, which is the same teal colours that I've used, and a butterfly. I've added my postal stamps, and then, like I said, you saw that one, so I'm just going to add a nice gold wax seal to tie in with the gold, and I've got the Happy Mail stamp there. Nice big wax seal, because it's a big envelope. So here is the finished card. Hopefully you can pick up the acetate. There we go. I think it's gorgeous. All folds down nice and flat, and then you just have that little kind of raised platform in the middle, and you can add, like I said, whatever you want. And then just to show you the detail, so that was the wax seal, and you see the back there and all of the front of it. I think they look lovely together.